Hope you have understood the previous lecture. Now in this section we'll try to understand the Porter's generic strategy, wherein this cost leadership strategy, differentiation strategy, be it the cost differentiation, price differentiation, or the product differentiation, and so on and so forth. How Porter's generalizes this strategy irrespective of the company, irrespective of the industry. Okay, and that is the reason this is called the generic strategy of the Michael Porter. In this section, this strategy will help us to understand how at this level we can make the cost differentiation, product differentiation, and in the long term a company and the product can sustain. Okay, so technology changes are the great threat to the cost leader, I said, and the tends to keep their costs low by minimizing advertising and R&D. That is correct, right? Now we will see in the subsequent next slides and all that how technology changes and R&D actually a competitive advantage if you are paying, right? But for the time being, for cost leaders, they don't have money. So what will happen? This kind of advantages or disadvantages you need to remember. Now then we'll talk about the differentiation strategy, second strategy. It is aimed at to understand and to explain that broad mass market and involves creation of a product or service that is perceived by customers as an unique. Now, the best example is Apple. You take any Apple product, it has differentiation with its competition, against its competition or the rival. I'm 100% sure everybody will accept in that. Right? So there is no better example than Apple. Right? So when I'm talking about the differentiation strategy, you understand some products or the features will be there for the product or the services wherein that company or the product or service is really different. Okay, and customers would love to buy that, even if they want to shell out slight extra money against that. Fine. So now basic differentiations are product, price, and what is the organization. Product, the which product or the service you are buying, product differentiation, right? Second differentiation is pricing. So differentiation happens in three ways: one, product, price, and the organization. Product price different, uh, product different as per the features, pricing difference as per the because this kind of products are little bit higher cost. Okay, little bit higher cost because the features are little different than their rivalry or the nearest competition, right? So companies can either determine to offer the lowest price or can attempt to establish superior through higher prices. Sir, what is the cost for this Apple pencil? Do you know? 8,500. Now next one, you are right. Second edition, 13,000 rupees. I can remember that when I'm talking about this price differentiation and the company like Apple, they are differentiating through their pricing. Yes, that is the standard. The way you are buying Audi and I'm driving Baleno car, it is your product differentiation, price differentiation. Sorry. Okay, fine. And the third one is organization, strong brand identity. Now, if I say you, ठंडा मतलब, if I say ठंडा मतलब, Coca-Cola, long brand identity. You remember? Have you seen that? Brand recall. ठंडा मतलब Coca-Cola. Brand recall. So the moment you know that you need to buy a ठंडा, oh fine, there is a Coca-Cola, bring it. Brand identity, brand recall, right? So if I say good mobile means it is in your mind, am I? How they have created that through the brand identity, marketing, and all of these things, right? So the organization makes a strong brand identity, brand name. It takes locational advantage, name recognition, customer loyalty, and all of this can provide the additional ways for a company to differentiate itself from the competition. Right? If I say I want to buy Apple phone, definitely that is different than other phone. If you want to buy Samsung phone, you know that is different than maybe other normal classes Android phones difference. Then, so this is the differentiation strategy. Now, whatever I have explained you will understand through this next slide. Fine. Differentiation strategy, you understood. I don't need to explain much, right? Product difference. Great. Now we'll talk about what is the advantages of that. Now, what is the difference strategy? Differentiation strategy advantage? Rivalry, brand loyalty, access, safeguard. Now you tell me, if you are using, let's say, MI, what you said, right? Rivalry, right? So if you are using, let's say, MI and your brand as per the brand loyal, will you change to Samsung? The answer is no. If you ask me today, before I used Apple, I used to give गाली to Apple. हट कितना है, 1 लाख रुपए, हट 40,000 में मिल जाता है, सेम ही तो है, correct? The moment I started using Apple, hey, this is better, hey, this is better, हल्का है, yeah, lightweight, then never hangs, then all good, blah blah blah, all of these things, brand loyalty. Now कुछ भी बोल लो, I can't use this laptop. That is the reason I'm carrying this laptop. Okay, right? So this is a brand loyalty. Second thing is what? Buyers, they do not negotiate for the price much. सर आप कितने बार जाके एप्पल के दुकान में बोले हो, सर आप 1,000 रुपया कम कर दो. So that seller, that sales boy or girl तो नहीं है आजकल. Sales boy will say, sir, this is Apple. हाँ बाबा, I know this is Apple. खाने का नहीं है, पैसा देने का है ये. So if it is a buyer, in that case also, we are okay to pay a certain amount of money extra because I'm getting a certain advantages because of that differentiation strategy. Halka hai. Really, this is light. Never has. So I am okay to pay a little bit extra, and that's fine to me. Buyers. In that case, what is the advantage? Third, we'll talk about the suppliers. Because differentiators charge a premium price, even suppliers also can get advantage out of that. If I am getting high price, let's take an example. I am selling this mic in a better rate. Definitely, I don't mind to pay the supplier who is giving me this raw material to make it a little extra. What is the problem? I have cash. I can do that, right? So this talks about the buyer's advantage, supplier's advantage. That because differentiators charge a premium price, they can afford to absorb higher cost of supplies, and customers are willing to pay that also. That also. Then we'll talk about the entrance, right? So what is the advantages for entrance and all? Innovative features are an expensive offer. So if I talk about that I am Apple and the same features I want to give it as a new entrant, it is very difficult because Apple has invested huge amount of money in R&D to create this architecture, right? And if I expect being a new entrant, I will give all the supports and all, it's difficult. So it's a threat for them. Good for the company who is following this differentiation strategy, right? And the last one is substitute. Substitute product can't replace differentiated product. Do you think I will go and buy? Okay, fine. Now we'll talk about differentiation strategies, disadvantages. Very simple. In the long run, okay. So in the long term, uniqueness is difficult to sustain. Now this is really a big doubt and question to you. How come in the long run uniqueness is difficult to sustain? Okay. High price may cause customer to switch off another alternative. That is also true, right? If the price of this laptop goes predominantly high, then definitely I will switch to another closest one. Good example. Okay. I can proudly tell that in front of the mic. What is that? Apple XR, those models. Okay, the cost was initially 1,70,000 rupees. 30 मार खान होके इधर लॉन्च कर दिया इंडिया में. They don't understand what kind of customers Indian customers are. Nobody bought it. आ गया आटे में. How much? 85,000, 86,000. Instead of 1,70,000, it came down to 85,000. 45. See, Amazon में और थोड़ा सा 2-3 वेट करो 40 में मिल जाएगा. Understood? So if it is very high, OnePlus Jindabad. Okay? OnePlus Jindabad if it is very high. Fine. And it fails to work if its basis is something that is not valued by the customer. Right. Now, another example of Apple only. Okay? this operating system which I am using, that is Apple Sierra operating system, Sierra. After that they came with Mojave operating system, and now they are offering Catalina. Now Mojave, before I install it, I took a lot of reviews and all. Everybody said bullshit. Don't install. Don't install. It is waste of time. Some apps will not work and all. Trust me. After seeing this review, I never installed that in my computer. Till now I am using Sierra. Dark mode, A mode. Only that one. Dark mode and the file. Uh, so fails to work, it is basis of the something that does not value to the customer. So for me, as a customer, it was not a big value for me. I'm okay with that, right? So in that case, it will not survive. Even if you are saying we are different, right? Another example, though it is not costly, but any cost related to that, but I'm talking about differentiation strategy. Google or Orkut. So when I was in engineering 2002, that point of time it was started. Okay, so that was basically the alternative of Slambook. Slambook, right? Photo, phone number दे दे, address दे दे, मैं चिट्ठी लिखूंगा. Correct? This kind of logic. Oh my God! Forget about that. During that time only, Orkut came. Hey, Orkut, see Orkut. What is Orkut? Hey, Google ने निकाला Orkut. What is that? I can see my mail only. My wall only I can see Orkut. Correct? That point of time the product was differentiated. Orkut. Only whatever. Hey, bhai, tu email ही भेज दे. Send the email only, I will check it, man. What is the point of doing that? Correct? Then Facebook came into the picture. Orkut did. But that point of time in 2002, oh, different product differentiation. Google is telling Orkut. Ab nahi, never. Google is gone. Okay? Never says Orkut. Fine. Even if you say this is product is differentiated, yes, product is differentiated, but it does not give me any value. Why should you use that? Clear? And next is, we'll talk about focus strategy. Third, last strategy, focus strategy, which is focused cost leadership. Means narrowly I'm talking about, right? What is that? It requires competing based on price to target a narrow market. It charges low prices related to other firms that compete within target market. Now let's say that Apple wants to penetrate the market or the existing market only, wherein they want to sell off this product, or they want to, what I say, that clear their stock. What they will do? They will keep on giving the focus strategy, whatever. Then focus differentiation strategy is what? It requires offering unique features that fulfill demands of the narrow market. Now think, what is the difference between Apple Airbook, this one, and Mac Pro, black color? What is the difference? The processor is different and programmer loves that, okay? Something like that, right? So that is the narrow market what they are targeting through Apple Pro. I will not buy, I don't need it. I need only for presentation purpose. Correct? So narrow market, they are making the differentiation. It concentrate their efforts on a particular sales channel. There are two types of sales channel, three types basically. One, through vendors. Okay, Apple has authorized dealers and all, right? All of these things. Second channel is online channel. And third channel is what? What is channel? The way they are selling. Clear? That is the distribution channel, right? Or selling channel. One is authorized seller or the distributors. Second is online channel. Online means Flipkart and all. Through online partners. And the third one is their own web portal. You go to apple.com, you'll get all the products. Done? So you need that particular chance. Now you decide whether directly you will come and buy from me, or you will go to the vendor and buy from them. I will give you a right example. Okay, when I bought this phone 1 year back, I went to this Forum Mall. Okay, Forum Mall. Go to first floor or second floor. I forgot. That is Sangeeta, and next to Sangeeta you will get Apple shop. Correct? Second floor or first floor. And what is the beauty? First I went to the Apple shop. I thought, oh, Apple, genuine Apple. I will get genuine Apple, lower cost. Correct? Directly to the company, right? Wrong. I went there. They said it is 30,000 rupees, 29,999. No discount. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट शॉप संगीता, मुझे ये खरीदना है. सर कब खरीदना है? अभी खरीदना है. ये देखो क्रेडिट कार्ड लेके घूम रहा हूँ. सर रुको, क्या क्या किया भगवान जाने. सर 26,000 में मिल जाएगा, दो थोड़ा सा कम करो. ओके रुको सर. फिर से क्या क्या कॉल किया. सर पेटीएम में पे कर दो, 24,900 में मिल जाएगा, 1,000 रुपीज़ एक्स्ट्रा. सर और कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो? क्या करूँ, मैं तो सेल्समैन हूँ. आई विल कीप ऑन बार्गेनिंग राइट. सर एक काम करता हूँ, आपको स्क्रीन गार्ड फ्री में दे देता हूँ. दैट गाई वॉज चार्जिंग 3,000 रुपीज़ फॉर मी. नेक्स्ट गाई, करेक्ट, एम आई रॉन्ग? 3,000 बोले, 3,000 रुपये स्क्रीन गार्ड मेरे मुंह में डाल दे यार. क्या बोल रहे, स्क्रीन गार्ड बोल रहे 3,000 रुपये. मतलब भाई फ्री दे रहे, तू ही जिंदाबाद, कार्ड ले दे दे मुझे. सर 10 मिनट रुको, उसके पास नहीं था. कैन यू इमेजिन व्हाट काइंड ऑफ सेल्स मैन दे इज. नो वेट सर 10 मिनट्स. कॉल किया बाहर, दूसरा ही हैज़ अनदर शॉप आउट हियर. वहाँ से लेके, सर देखो सर एकदम ओरिजिनल, आप चेक कर लो. मैं बोला चेक क्या करूँ, आप देख लो जो भी है, आपके सामने खोलता हूँ. बस हो गया. रियली गुड. नाउ दैट गाई फ्रॉम एप्पल 30,000, सेम एप्पल नेक्स्ट शॉप, सेम एप्पल नेक्स्ट शॉप थ्रू वेंडर 25,000 rupees. हाँ. So there are different sales channels. That is the reason I took this example, that it concentrates on their efforts on a particular sales channel. That means you are right. Apple thought of that I will give the discounts only to the vendors, not on my company channel. So why my point is why I am giving this long examples and all, so that you can understand and remember. We'll talk about the advantages and the disadvantages of focus strategy. Premium prices can be charged. Apple is charging premium prices for the goods and services. Even A Plus also started charging little bit premium. Sorry, OnePlus, yeah. Due to tremendous expertise about goods and services, rivals and new entrants may find it difficult to compete. Right? Even if I say that OnePlus is better, OnePlus is similar, I will say similar. It is not actually better or even equal to maybe the Apple. Correct? Then we'll talk about some disadvantages. Firms lacking in distinctive competencies may not be able to pursue focus strategies. Now, what do you mean by competencies? What do you mean by competencies normally? What is your competency? Where you are good at. Where you are good at. Correct? That is your competency. So some firms are good at, let's say something. Example, making mobile app. They are expert. Or making maybe the exterior panel. Example. They cannot focus on this kind of strategies because they are distinct in their competencies. Fine, that is the disadvantage. Second is due to limited demand, costs are high, and which can cause some problems. That's okay. That is disadvantage for a user. If user does not want to pay, that's okay. They will need to revive their strategy. And this comes under, you remember when I started this slide, this presentation saying that what is the strategic marketing? If it is required, then we will take the corrective measurement and change that also. Here it is. Think that you have priced very high. Your strategy was high. Whatever. Strategy was to target the high market, niche market, play with the price advantages and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, let's say after 2 years you realize that it is not working, and then you need to change your strategy on the corrective measurement. Fine. Hope you have understood the concept of this section. It is clarified properly. You have enjoyed. See you in the next section.